to me there. I like ingenuity. I like progression. So
Sure.
I think there's more interest in my mind to figure it out, things like that. That's just a personal opinion,
Absolutely, and that's good. For me, I can't give you an honest answer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love the IMCA modifieds. After what we've seen with the sport mods Saturday night at Willamette, and what we've seen when we go down to Southern California, Bakersfield, I'd have a hard time saying no to a sport mod.
Then you need to go down to Cottage Grove on one of your nights off and go down there because that's where I've watched them race the majority of the time.
Now,
that's where it got me hooked.
If I was going to go racing right now, and Sandy said, "Okay, we're going racing. We're building the car. Great. We're building a street stock. Love that class.
Which street? Oh no, street stock.
Build a street stock.
Yeah.
I just there's something about those cars, and for me, again, it's the nostalgia to look at the cars, and but I love the late models, I love the modifieds, but the street stocks for me it's got its own feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tradition.
It is. That's kind of
every track has one. It's some form of it, whether it's hobby stock or however they designate it.
Yeah, those guys aren't afraid to put a door on each other, and the racing is exciting.
But now I'm all excited to find a Cadillac.
I feel like the show just regressed.
No, this is good conversation, and I hope this happens more often because there is, like I said, we're revamping this whole deal. It's been a slow process, a lot of studio time. We haven't finished up, and we're going back to the studio. And when I say the studio, I'm talking about we're going straight up professional studio here.
Yeah.
We'll be back in there cutting some more stuff up, and there's going to be a big change that we're not going to talk about yet.
Then don't bring it up, because not everything's a secret.
See that?
2.5 right there. Did you see how I did it too? Just right there, I snuck it in.
Look, he's turning red.
You're walking a fine line, Sam.
You might want to get 911.
You're walking a fine line, and I'm due for a seismic event.
You might want to get 911 close to dialing, because
I only have one more one to press.
Okay, so here.
Oh no.
Here, this is okay. So listen.
Your phone's been going off nonstop. I can't listen when you're reading.
I want to. Okay.
Could you read out loud?
This is from Scott Weinberger.
Okay.
I predict.
So people do listen.
This is from Scott. He says, I predict Sport Mod Division will outgrow mods in 2 years.
What?
They are a driver's class. Having a perfect car is less important. Can run lesser equipment and be a front runner. He says there is no Little Tykes Division, Corey. I didn't say it was Little Tykes Division.
Well, I think I did.
But I think that's, you know what? I think Scott's onto something. That
is a very good statement. I really like what he said
I'm
there.
not going to say he's wrong. I think he's probably right when he says that. The popularity of the modified style race car and now having that sport mod class grow the way it is, I think Scott's 100% right when he says, and I don't know if it's going to take 2 years. I really don't. The Caddy is a Camaro type subframe and a coiled chassis. That's why they run them. But and we were talking about this, the Camaro, not legal for IMCA competition.
Right.
Why? Because IMCA defines the Camaro as a production type sports car.
Oh, you're right.
That's why they cannot make them IMCA legal.
So
you go get a Cadillac, it's basically on the same type of subframe.
With a 425. Boom.
Crank it up.
He learned that when the IMCA tech guys were at Willamette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got to ask him a bunch of questions finally.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something honestly. I wasn't the guy asking questions. I stayed away from those dudes.
Yeah, we did.
I don't. I'm all up in their grill.
And this is why I stayed away from them. I walked by those guys on a couple cars. I don't know what was going on, but things looked pretty serious.
I seen tape measures, all kinds of stuff out.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get involved in that mix, and especially being tech at Willamette for the first week, I wasn't getting involved in that mix, and
You didn't want nothing to do with that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Oh, you guys take the high road on so many things. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm used to working in the pits by myself, so.
Your choice.
He's best. He's better off working by himself.
I'm trying to get an assistant to help me out. I'm not asking Corey for any more help. I'm bringing my own now.
Don't worry, Sam. We're doing the tough trucks.
I got you on that one.
I'm so glad I'm not going to be there.
I'm going to have Mountain Dew and straw hat. You don't want to know.
I'm not going to be there for that show. I'm so glad.
I bought me a belt buckle. We're good to go.
Man, awesome discussion. I wish we could have 3 hours of this because I think this is a discussion that could go on forever.
I don't think it could.
It could.
Because I'm going to argue myself into a circle.
You're arguing yourself into a
turning left,
6-foot hole.
No,
3.
not. You hear that? It's on record that he threatened my life. It's on and recorded
I'm
forever.
going to tell the news reporter he was a quiet guy.
I don't know. Corey just yelled 3 and then it went off and Sam was dead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was a quiet man. He just likes putting GoPros on cars.
So I'm excited. I'm excited race season's here. I'm excited about the discussion, the people that are engaging in the Swears Trucking chat line. I'm excited about our sponsors this year with Archer Floor Covering, Doc's Photos, James Gang Pizza, Stillman J Livestock, Northwest Trucking Academy, Jetstream Aqua Massage, Bar S Motorsports, Amco Transmissions. Great support for this show and our listeners out there around not just the nation, but Canada, New Zealand, Australia. It's kind of cool to see that stuff come in.
Michigan,
heavy listener base in Michigan. A lot of California listeners. And that's getting bigger and bigger thanks to Mike and Brian. And I'm excited about this year.
Thank you for the input, too, because, like I say, I'm trying to learn everything we're discussing as well.
What's great
the
about
details.
The listeners are racers, too, and that's, I appreciate that feedback right there. It's probably some of the best feedback we've ever had on any of the discussions on the Swears Trucking chat line. And I know I definitely learned some things.
Yeah.
But can you apply them? All you have to do is apply them when you learn them.
Because, again, I only knew modifieds. I don't know the difference,
And there is some difference, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm impressed. It's going to be a great year.
I'm excited.
Are you sure?
Anything else you guys want to close with?
Saturday, the races.
What races?
Exactly. Well, that's negativity.
Negativity again.
I'm not being negative. I'm being
sunshine
real.
Attracts sunshine, Corey.
And
so
90%
be a little
chance of
brighter.
Rain draws
dry,
water.
slick.
Just be a little brighter.
It'll be
a ray
slick.
of sunshine in my life and not Debbie Downer. All
It'll
right?
be slick, but it ain't going to be dry. I'll tell you that. When it says 90% chance of rain in Oregon, figure it's 140% chance.
I just discovered the other day there's a little boat racetrack next to the track.
Yeah,
they don't use it anymore. But
that could be something to do Saturday.
Yeah, I want to say again, thanks to all of our sponsors that support this show. We appreciate everyone, all of our listeners. Excited about 2018. Excited to be getting down to Southern California. Moxie getting bigger and bigger, and hopefully we can bring a better product for everybody that listens and pays attention to us at the racetrack. I'm pumped about this year.
We won't have sound problems. We won't have board problems. Everything's getting straightened out.
It's getting straightened out, and big changes are coming to this show. I think everybody's gonna like it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
Sandy, I just want you to know I did try. It's your turn to change his attitude, though. It still sucks from the computer meltdown on the video, so there's that.
Man, are your phones going off like mine?
Yeah.
We just got...
They have been all night.
Ton of feedback. You know what? And that's something. You're right. I cannot close without talking about this because he is going to set a record. Herschel McGriff.
Yes.
Senior.
Yes.
Okay. And I know Warren's very busy. Trying to get him on the show is, man, it's tough. It's tough. Those guys are all over the place. But Herschel McGriff Sr. is climbing into a asphalt late model race car at Tucson Speedway. He's going to run a NASCAR sanctioned event, 90 years of age, and he's going to wheel that race. He already holds the record for oldest NASCAR driver ever. And I think he did it when he was, I want to say 84 or 85, right there in the mid-80s. He's going to do it again at 90 years old. Now, you know what that does? That pushes out his eligibility for the Hall of Fame. I think it's 3 more years.
Oh, gosh.
You got to make an exception for you just put him in the Hall of Fame now.
He's the type of guy that doesn't mean anything to him if he's going to do what he wants.
You're right. And he's not that guy. I mean, the Hall of Fame it's probably not it.
That's not.
He's a very humble man.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even on his worry list, but very cool deal. Did you read the article? There was a couple of them released this week.
There was quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, and really a big deal about Herschel McGriff Sr., 90 years old. And see the car he's driving?
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
Did you see the smile on his face because of the car he's driving?
Yeah, that was a pretty cool deal. And, man, can you imagine if he pulls off a top 10 or a top 5 or a win even?
Yeah, especially for Pacific Northwest, he's one of the legends of the Pacific Northwest.
He truly is. He really is, and he's respected by anybody that's ever wheeled a race car door-to-door with him. And want to wish him the best of luck in Tucson for that race. And I can't wait to see the results of that one.
Yeah.
I hope the best
Good
for him.
stuff.
And we'll be watching that one. So. Oh, look at Scott says, "Can we get Warren to call in? We miss him." Yeah, we'll get Warren to call in, but it ain't gonna be tonight.
He's probably underneath a race car somewhere.
I bet he is, and I'm not going to bother him.
We're not good enough for anybody.
Scott, you got his number. You call him. You call him. You got his number. Again, guys, thanks for listening. We appreciate you. We're going to step on out of here from the AMCO Transmission Total Car Care Center. What now?
You got that one job this week? This one, just one.
You're going to get a job.
Well, because you're not announcing, so you need to figure out how to do a conference call. I'm just going to leave that at that. And
caution is out and waving, and we're going to step on out. You guys have a great week. We'll see you at a racetrack soon.